Yes, we're back in Surat Thani where we were a few episodes ago. And I thought I would start the video here because we're going to have a whale of a time today. Anyway, so I promised you a video featuring the Tapee River in Surat Thani, which I think you can probably see behind me. Now, we'll gradually work our way from here out to the river estuary, which is probably about 10-12 kilometers that way. And we'll take in as many sights as possible along the way, so stay with us because you wouldn't want to miss anything. And first up is Koh Lampu, or Lampu Island, which you probably don't realize is right behind me. Yeah, that's an island right there in the Tapee River. And the view from there is quite nice, so why don't we scoot over there right now? Well, they've kind of spoiled my fun here because I was planning on driving down that road and all the way around the island. No, I can't do it. Never mind. We can still have a look around here and we can see the river. We're at the eastern end of the island and it took a while to get here because we had to drive back to the city and go over the main bridge and then drive slowly down the island. So let's have a quick look from upstairs and you'll see what I mean. At the top you can see the Tapee main bridge that crosses the river, and then below that the smaller bridge which leads onto the island. And then here you can see the whole island. We're at the top right now, and to the left is where we started. As you can see in this picture, it's a neat place. There's lots of sports facilities on the island. I'm not sure if they're ever used, but at least the city has provided them. By now, let's have a quick look from downstairs. Okay, time to move on. Okay, now we're at something called the Surat Thani floating city. Of course, it's not really floating, it just looks like it is. But actually, I've never been here before, so I have no idea what we're going to find. Let's go on a little adventure together and see what it's all about. Well, I think I could probably live there. Stick a new roof on, bit of glass, lick of paint, should be just nice. Or not. Okay, you've seen it now, except you've only seen parts. Because we can't get to all of it, but here's what it looks like from upstairs. Okay, we're back on the city side of the river now. No particular reason for being here, except it's just a convenient place for me to sit and Twitter. See, lots of places on this side of the river, probably a place just like this, you can jump on a longtail boat. Well, better not jump on there, you might sink it. You can step onto a longtail boat and take a tour around all of the tiny tributaries that run in off the Tapee River. Now, I've done it before, at least twice, I think 3 times actually, and I can highly recommend it. If you ever get the chance to go, you should take it. And if you're wondering how you might get that chance, well, if you're around here, anywhere on this walkway, I suppose you'd call it, promenade, whatever it is, next to the river, a boatman will probably find you. You'll suddenly hear a voice say, "Where are you from? You want to go on river?" And as I say, I would recommend it. You can negotiate the price, you can negotiate the length of time. Personally, I think an hour is enough. You can go for 2 hours or more, and you could probably stop for a meal somewhere, but an hour is probably enough. I think the last time I was here, a guy offered me a tour for 350 baht. Now, something to bear in mind is that you pay for the boat, so you don't pay per person. So even if there's 6 of you getting on the boat, you still pay the same price. Also keep in mind that if you go for a long time, the seats are pretty hard, but then maybe you have more padding than I do. But it can get pretty uncomfortable if you go for a couple of hours. Anyways, I have lots of photographs, so let's take a quick photographic tour of the whole area around all the tributaries. Okay, so now we're going to head further down the river to find something very large and very important. We're out to the east of the city now. This is the Surat Bridge. It's quite an epic construction, I think. And I have almost no information about it. Googling and schmoogling produces nothing. Siri was totally clueless as usual. But there is one sign on the bridge that seems to suggest it was constructed in 2556 Buddhist era, which would be 2013 Common Era. Which makes it, what, 11 years old. Well, we really are at the end of the Tapee River. I'm afraid you'll have to take my word for it. This open sea is just down there. And the place that I plan to go to has a nice little temple and a big open area and a nice view of the sea. But it turns out it's private property, so we can't go there. Aside from which, the battery in the camera is about to die, so I have to very quickly say it's goodbye from Bert, it's goodbye from me, goodbye!